If you're over 60, this video could save your life or someone you love. Every year, millions of seniors suffer strokes without realizing the early signs were there all along. And by the time they act, it's too late. Here's the truth. Strokes rarely happen out of the blue. Your body does give warnings, but most seniors simply don't know what to look for. As a brain doctor, I've seen countless lives changed, both saved and lost, based on how quickly those first signs were recognized. And many of those signs aren't what you'd expect. Stroke doesn't always start with chest pain or even paralysis. Sometimes it begins with something subtle: your speech, your vision, your balance. That's why I created this countdown. In this video, we'll go through the 8 early warning signs of a stroke, starting from the least obvious and ending with the most critical one you absolutely must not miss. So watch all the way to number 1. It might be the most important health message you hear this year. Please share this video with your family and loved ones. Knowing these early signs could help you stop a stroke before it starts and save your independence, your memory, and even your life. Sign 8. Sudden dizziness or loss of balance. Have you ever felt dizzy for no clear reason, like the floor is moving or your legs won't listen? For seniors, sudden dizziness isn't just a sign of low sugar or fatigue. It could be your brain warning you of a stroke. This type of dizziness feels different. It may come with unsteadiness, trouble walking, or even falling to one side. It doesn't improve when you sit or lie down, and it's not something you snap out of easily. That's because your cerebellum, part of the brain that controls balance, may not be getting enough oxygen due to a blocked or ruptured blood vessel. Many people think they're just dehydrated or tired, but that delay in judgment can be dangerous. If dizziness hits you suddenly, especially if it comes with blurred vision, nausea, or a heavy head, don't wait. These are neurological red flags. Stroke symptoms don't always scream for attention, they whisper. And if you listen early, you can act before the damage becomes permanent. When your balance suddenly fails, it's your brain asking for help. Always take that seriously. Call emergency services. Seconds matter when a stroke is beginning. Don't brush it off. It might be the first clue your brain is in danger. Sign 7. Blurred or double vision. You wake up and suddenly the world looks different. Blurry lines, foggy shapes, or even seeing double. It might last a few seconds or linger for hours. Most seniors assume it's just their eyesight getting worse, but sudden vision problems can be a sign that your brain is in trouble. During a stroke, blood flow to the brain's visual center can be disrupted. That means your eyes are fine, but your brain can't make sense of what they're seeing. You might notice black spots, tunnel vision, or trouble focusing on faces. Sometimes it's only in one eye. Other times, both eyes are affected. But here's what's critical. It happens fast, often with no warning. That's not typical aging. It's a potential emergency. Stroke-related vision changes don't come gradually over months. They appear suddenly and often disappear just as fast. But even if the symptoms go away, your brain might have suffered a mini stroke, which increases your risk of a bigger one soon. Never ignore sudden changes in your sight. Your vision is one of the first senses to be affected when the brain is under attack. Call for help and get checked. It could be the difference between a full recovery and permanent damage. Sign 6. Confusion or trouble. Understanding speech. Have you ever found yourself suddenly unable to understand a simple sentence? You hear someone speaking, but your brain just can't make sense of the words. Or you're in the middle of a conversation and your response doesn't come out right. This isn't forgetfulness. It's your brain misfiring, and it could be one of the earliest signs of a stroke. This symptom, called aphasia, occurs when a stroke affects the brain's language centers, especially in the left hemisphere. It can be incredibly scary, especially because you're often aware that something feels off. You might feel embarrassed or frustrated, but don't let that stop you from getting help. Many seniors brush it off, thinking it's stress or fatigue, but if the confusion comes on fast, without warning, you must act quickly. Sometimes it lasts minutes, sometimes it doesn't go away. Either way, it's a signal that your brain isn't getting the oxygen it needs. Don't wait to see if it clears up. Confusion, especially if paired with speech slurring or trouble moving, is your body's emergency siren. Take it seriously. Call for help and tell the paramedics what happened. It could save your speech, your memory, or your life. Sign 5. Sudden numbness or weakness on one side. You reach for a glass of water and suddenly your arm feels heavy. Or you try to stand and one leg won't cooperate. This sudden weakness or numbness, especially on just one side of the body, is one of the clearest signs of a stroke. And yet, it's often ignored. Some seniors think they slept in a strange position or just need to stretch. But stroke-related numbness doesn't go away after moving around. It's a failure in communication between your brain and your body. When a clot blocks blood flow to the motor areas in your brain, it prevents signals from reaching your muscles. That's why your grip weakens, your leg drags, or your arm doesn't lift properly. Always perform a quick test. Raise both arms. If one arm drifts down or you can't hold it up, seek emergency help. Don't wait and don't lie down. Getting checked immediately can limit damage and save your independence. Even if the numbness goes away after a few minutes, you could be having a mini stroke, which means a bigger one could be coming soon. Your body is warning you, loudly. Listen to it. Act fast. One-sided weakness is a medical emergency, not just a funny feeling. Sign 4. Slurred or garbled speech. Your thoughts are clear, but your words won't come out right. They're slow, slurred, or jumbled. Maybe your tongue feels thick, or your mouth doesn't seem to move the way it should. This is one of the most recognizable and most urgent stroke signs. It happens when a stroke affects the parts of the brain that control the muscles used in speaking. Seniors often mistake this for being tired or dehydrated, but it's far more serious. Try saying your name or a simple sentence aloud. If your words sound odd or you're struggling to pronounce them, call emergency services immediately. Don't wait. Don't assume it'll pass. Slurred or garbled speech is the brain's way of crying out for help. Even if it clears up, you could have suffered a mini stroke. And with strokes, early action means everything. Getting treatment fast can restore your ability to speak and prevent long-term damage. Always remember, your speech is a mirror of your brain. If it's off, even slightly, your brain may be under attack. Don't ignore it. Get help now, because the next symptom could be worse. Before we move on to sign number 3, here's something that could protect you. Most seniors miss stroke signs because they don't track them. That's why we created the Senior Health Tracker. It's built specifically for seniors and lets you log signs like speech issues, numbness, dizziness, and more, so nothing gets missed. Here's the catch. To protect data accuracy, we only release the app in limited batches, and the current batch is almost full. If you're watching this now, you still have time to get it. Don't wait until something bad happens. The app has already helped thousands of seniors, and it could save your life too. Stroke doesn't give you a second chance, but the Senior Health Tracker can give you an early warning. Tap the link below and download it while spots are still open. Sign 3. trouble walking, or sudden clumsiness. Have you ever been walking normally, then suddenly started stumbling or dragging a foot? That sudden clumsiness may not be from tired legs or aging joints. It could be an early warning of a stroke. When blood flow to the brain is disrupted, even slightly, your body loses coordination. The part of the brain that helps you walk smoothly and maintain balance isn't getting what it needs. You might feel like your legs forgot how to move properly. One foot might feel heavier. Some seniors describe it as a weird sensation where walking just doesn't feel right. It's easy to blame this on age, but the sudden onset is what makes it dangerous. If your body felt fine yesterday and today you can't walk straight, that's not just old age. It's your brain sending out a distress signal. If this clumsiness comes with dizziness, speech trouble, or facial drooping, don't take chances. Call emergency services. A stroke in progress can steal your balance first, then your memory, your mobility, or your voice. Get help immediately. Trouble walking is one of the most overlooked signs of stroke and one of the most dangerous. Sign 2, sudden, severe headache with no cause. You're sitting down and suddenly a thunderclap headache hits you, sharp, intense, and out of nowhere. This isn't your typical headache. It could be a sign of a hemorrhagic stroke, which happens when a blood vessel in the brain bursts. The pain is often described as the worst headache of your life. It builds fast and may come with vomiting, stiff neck, confusion, or blurry vision. Most seniors think they're just dehydrated or stressed. But if you never get headaches and now suddenly have one that feels unbearable, this is not something to ignore. Hemorrhagic strokes can escalate in minutes. Getting to the hospital quickly could save your life. Don't take a pill and lie down. Don't wait for it to pass. If it's sudden, severe, and unusual for you, call for help immediately. The brain is under attack and needs support fast. This kind of pain is your body's way of begging for attention. Listen and act. Sign 1, face drooping or uneven smile. Look in the mirror and try to smile. Is one side of your face sagging? Does your smile look uneven? Is one eye or cheek lower than the other? These are the clearest, most important signs of a stroke in progress. When a stroke hits the area of the brain that controls your facial muscles, you may lose control on just one side. It might start as a numb cheek, a lopsided smile, or a drooping eyelid. This is not just getting older. This is urgent. Here's a fast way to check. Smile, raise both arms, and speak a sentence. If your face droops, your arm falls, or your words sound slurred, get emergency help. Even if these symptoms go away after a few minutes, you could be experiencing a mini stroke, which is often followed by a major one. Don't wait. Don't lie down and hope it passes. Every second matters. The sooner you act, the more brain you can save. Face drooping is the #1 sign that your brain is in immediate distress. Call emergency services. Get checked. You might feel fine now, but the damage could be building. Your smile could be the clue that saves your life. Now you know the 8 warning signs of a stroke that every senior must take seriously. These aren't random symptoms. They're messages from your brain. If you ever feel dizzy, slur your speech, lose strength on one side, or notice facial drooping, don't wait. Don't second guess. Call for emergency help. The earlier a stroke is caught, the greater your chance of a full recovery. You've also heard how the Senior Health Tracker app can make all the difference by helping you monitor these signs daily. Don't rely on memory. Rely on the right tools. Stroke is one of the leading causes of disability in seniors, but it doesn't have to steal your independence. Watch this video again if you need to. Share it with your spouse, your friends, and your community. let's make sure every senior knows what to watch for. Your health, your brain, and your life depend on it. Thank you for watching, and stay safe, stay alert, and always listen when your body speaks.